Welcome to this last add-on spotlight of the year. Yes, it's the last day of the year, so time for the last add-on spotlight. And isn't it nice that we can finish with the helicopter? Yes, a helicopter again, the R44, which has been released already some time ago. It's a Robinson R44 Raven II helicopter project. It has the, I would say, dependency on AirlandFS, but it comes with the profiles. So if you're not aware how to use it, you can download AirlandFS separately. Then you need to put it in a community folder, just like any other add-on, and then make sure that the profile is loaded correctly if you want to fly the helicopter. You can watch one of the other helicopter videos I created to see how that works. It's relatively easy and it normally works pretty well. So what has changed in this last version in beta 1.1, or actually 1.1a, because they found an issue with the GTN 750 in case you were using virtual reality? Well, the co-pilot type and co-pilot visibility fixed the cockpit view and toggle. There was the pilot visible externally. There were several GTN 750 issues which are now fixed, and you can now also take off from the runway, right? So you don't have the option only to take off from the from a parking slot or from a ramp, but you can also take off from the runway now. Night lighting has been enabled for instrument panels. That's cool, and also ambient night panel lighting can be turned on and off. Yeah, that makes sense, right? You don't need to switch it always on. Then several camera angles have been updated, and there's an enhanced sounds added to this beautiful helicopter. As last thing, there were some performance and texture improvements. So let's have a closer look at it, right? So the helicopter, it's the black and gold one, right? It already looked, I would say, beautiful, but now it looks even more nice. And you can see already the pilot and the co-pilot in the cockpit. So if we're coming close to it, you can see that it's really detailed. It's, I would say, very high detail. Also, if we look inside the helicopter, you can see that the details are very nice, right? All the gouges are, I would say, pretty nice. Also the compass, all the details like the open door option, to open door or to close the door. This one, I'm not sure where it's used for. Oh, this is just to hand out something or to get some fresh air probably. So let's see if we can get this one started. You can see the pilot's already ready for it. So here you can see the view, which you need to make sure that it's open, else it won't do much. Then you've got some buttons here to hide the co-pilot if you want. For example, to look at these buttons, but that's normally not required. Then you've got the buttons here, which can be used to start the aircraft, although they are hidden. So it's, I would say, really hard to see. So keep that in mind. So let's have a closer look at the other objects. Come on. Oh, wrong view. So let me do that with my other friend, the joystick. So you can see that we can move to the cockpit itself, and also here you find, I would say, pretty important buttons which you sometimes need to use. For example, the brakes, which you need to remove. The other buttons are not yet working, but that's all, I would say, a matter of timing. Unfortunately, the rest of the cockpit is a little bit nasty to, I would say, navigate. So let's switch on the battery. Clutch is being set. And this one doesn't work yet. So let me go outside, because I'm pretty sure that there was a button which you can use, or could use. It's only navigating really nasty. Because if you look very closely, can't almost see it. Let me see if this is a better position to look from. You can see two buttons here, and they are, I would say, required to switch on or not, because the right button is the starter button, which you need to switch on to, of course, start the engine. So be aware of that.